I mentioned my issues that I deal with today is oppression in our communities and in our organizations, and how I have been labeled myself as a survivor, being stuck in the residential school syndrome or residential school mentality. At one point in time, an ex-coworker had said to me, I don't want to talk about residential school issues right now because you're in the room, and I don't want to trigger you. I mentioned earlier that, I do not cry as much as I used to because I have been working on a lot of my issues. I can relate to everything and everyone that has shared their personal stories here. I believe that we are very, very strong First Nation peoples, and that we do need this kind of a forum to speak our mind from our hearts. The oppression, getting back to the oppression, I see that in my own community. I see that with our leaders. When my grandmother was here, I was 16, and I remember her saying to me at one point in time that Tala is a Liam, and I really see that today. It makes people crazy, she had said. I was 16, and I always remembered that, and to this day I know what she meant by that. The other thing I wanted to mention as well too is no, I'm not prejudiced. However, I am prejudiced when I see Caucasian people working in organizations. There was a saying that was brought to me a couple days ago. One educated individual had asked how many white people in this community are working, in a Native community, and there's quite a few hands that went up, right? And he says, work your way out of here. Allow the people from this community to give them a chance to work. And what I'm recognizing